George is back from MAGFest.
Woohoo! I like you just went derp for a second, Greer. Derp.
George and Joe are back from MAGFest.
Yes, we are.
Joe's here, by the way. Whoops. We let a guy slip through. Whoops.
Yeah, he slipped through the cracks of our system.
But,
I'm more androgynous than anything, so today I will do my best to be as feminine as possible.
Cool.
If you want to.
And my sensitivity levels up.
I mean, she did show you a video of a micro pig, so did that help?
Well, that's just his kryptonite in general.
Oh, okay.
They're so cute.
Because we were watching the video about the pygmy hippo video that has 1 million views about the pygmy hippo baby, and that was really cute. Anyway,
yeah, they are.
MAGFest, and oh my god.
Yeah.
MAGFest is a magical convention.
Yeah.
I was sitting here watching everything pass me by, and I'm like, this is a magical convention. And I'll tell you guys why in a little while, but Georgia can start with her stories if she has stories to tell about MAGFest.
Well, first of all, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If I have to smuggle both of you in my suitcase to get there next year, I'm going to do it.
Do it.
You guys need to be there. And Heather, too. It's not fair.
Well, I mean, I have been there. I just want to go back really bad.
Go again. Yeah.
It's my fucking... I'm going to make it a mission next time I go to be as close to the... If not stay at the Gaylord, but as close to it as possible, so I can just fucking stay in the arcade all night.
Yeah.
No one will kick you out. It's a 24-hour open arcade, and I just want to stay there all fucking night and play Crazy Taxi or something. I don't know what the fuck I do.
We actually saw a Crazy Taxi cosplayer.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I didn't know what it was. I just saw a guy with green hair and like a cardboard box that looked like a taxi.
That's amazing.
Someone else explained it to me later.
I fucking love Crazy Taxi. That's awesome.
Okay, so where to start? We all kind of, actually beforehand we picked up Katie because she took the train up, so we picked her up and we hung out at my house for a bit, and then they all came over and we kind of rearranged everything because they were playing like luggage Tetris in their car. So I was like, you can use my car to, give up some, because I have lots of trunk space. So we did that, and then, I don't know, you did most of the driving, so.
All the driving.
Yeah. Well, I have like driving anxiety, so he offered graciously to do the driving, and he's so sweet.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
But yeah, it was like, there wasn't that much traffic, really. It was just.
When we got close to DC, the traffic did get thick.
Yeah, it was a little congested. Like my nose. But,
it's back to regular DC traffic since it's not around the holidays anymore. It's back to just regular traffic.
Take us through it then. Was there any... is there anything big?
Did you guys see any flaming cars on the highway?
No, sadly we did this year.
If you guys don't know, last year, I forgot who made the video for that year.
Kat did all of that stuff. So
okay.
It
was either last year or the year before. The year before, where she made a video and you guys were driving down the highway and there was just a car just exploded in flames on the side of the road.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's awful. Did you kind of find out what happened? Was it on the news? Or?
I wasn't there. That was in Kat's car. I was in another car with a broken GPS. So I was dealing with that while they were driving through Philly with cars on fire.
Holy shit, oh my god.
Wow, that sounds like way more interesting than... Actually, I was going to say it sounded more interesting than MAGFest, but that's not true, and I wish I was there, and I'm fucking jealous. What actually happened?
Alright, so, we got there on Thursday, and then we didn't really do much on Thursday, because the con hadn't really officially started yet, so we kind of just unpacked, got our passes, and just kind of hung out, right?
Yeah, we went to this overrated bar, Harrington's, with expensive food and even more expensive beer.
That place is expensive. I went there I went there, okay? I had to, like, leave because I did not want to tell Kat that I'm like, I can't afford to eat here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell her because she invited me. She's like, come on over and eat with us. And I'm like, I had to leave because A, none of the food sounded good, and B, I couldn't drink either. I was not 21 at the time. And then C, it was incredibly expensive. I'm like, I need to buy stuff tomorrow at the fucking dealer's room. I can't spend $50 on dinner.
I mean, it's really just a traditional thing. Like, this restaurant wouldn't really have any value without the memories that we all made and the people we met there. That's really why we go. We go there every year to kind of commemorate, like, because that's kind of like what you do. You go to MAGFest, and the first thing you do is you go to Harrington's, and that's what we do. So it was just.
And Greer, you were right on about the menu. The only thing on there that we liked was something called a Gaelic steak. Apparently, Gaelic is it means full of gristle. Because I had to take that steak back.
That's weird though, because Gaelic is the Irish kind of national language.
No, he's just kidding. He's being sarcastic. But yeah, that actually was a bad steak. And I don't know, the food usually isn't that bad. It was just, I don't know, it was bad this time. So.
Oh, that's really embarrassing that I didn't get that.
That's okay. His humor's like that.
Joe, your like sarcasm is like super sort of
I know, he's a sarcasm master.
It's just very like straight faced. Like that went totally over my head. I commend you, sir.
No, but I was sitting there, I got a lemonade, and then I realized that they would charge me for a refill. I'm like, fuck. And so I went over to Kat, I said, I'm not feeling well, I gotta go.
Oh.
It was really bad. But I looked at this menu, I'm like, nothing on here sounds good at all. It was all like just Irish food, which I don't know if Fran can attest to Irish food being good or bad, but...
Well, there isn't really any such thing as far as I know, Irish food is kind of just, it's no different really to English food. Take my dad...
dunk it in beer, that's an Irish food.
Yeah. But listen, I'm going to MAGFest entirely to get drunk, and I'm going to be bringing a lot of money because I'm coming all the way from another country, so I've got you covered next time.
The exchange rate's pretty good right now. Good right now, so you should have a lot more than what you bring.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Will you be having a drinking contest with Welshie, I guess, if you're going to get drunk the whole time?
Almost certainly, yeah. I can hold my liquor.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't know about in comparison to Welshie though. I think I might have just shot myself in the foot there. Yeah. So take us through your actual time at MAGFest though. Who did you see? Any gossip? Any cross?
I knew who you could have a drinking contest with. Fucking Kelly. Apparently she can put it away. 'Cause she was tweeting. I was up in the morning. And she tweeted at 8 in the morning, she's like, can anyone bring me a bottle opener for this wine? I'm like, why do you need a bottle opener for wine at 8 in the morning?
Damn, that's excessive.
I love you, Kelly, but
girl off my own heart.
You don't need wine at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, corked wine is for afternoons, boxed wine is for the AM.
I love you, Kelly.
It was the usual people. I saw Film Brain, I saw Snob, I saw Lewis Little, I saw Mars Girl. Actually, yesterday we saw John Tron at the sports bar.
John!
And we actually got a little history lesson about him, because we went to the sports bar with Dave and some of his friends, and so this one of his friends kind of gave us like a Game Grumps John Tron 101 lesson.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, that's John Tron. I'm like, who?
Oh my god, are you guys... Okay, because that was what I was referencing, like, it's MAGFest, the magical convention. Can I just ask you, was he there by himself?
I don't think so. I think he was meeting... I mean, I didn't really look that much, but it looked like he was meeting people for lunch or something, so there were other people there.
Okay, because there's a thing that if you're into Game Grumps or JonTron or Eager Raptor at all, you know that, like, stuff has been weird since John left Game Grumps. Like, people are like, oh my god, I don't think they talk anymore. because there's been a lot of weirdness. And then finally, after 2 years of them like not saying anything about each other and just being kind of weird about the subject of Game Grumps, they finally took a picture together.
Aww.
And then everyone exploded.
And all
and
the
then
fans.
someone else said that they had met up for dinner somewhere. And I'm like, oh my god, they talk. Everything's okay now. And so that was why I said MAGFest is a magical convention, because it apparently mends all friendships.
Oh wow, I don't know about that, Greer.
I love how you keep saying it's a magical cosplay, because yesterday
Convention.
I saw a cosplayer full Coulson.
Oh, that's cool.
And he had like a Tahiti postcard thing.
That's
cool.
It was.
Did he have the Captain America trading cards in his pocket?
Yeah.
No, he had a Captain.
Stained with blood.
No, he had a Captain America pin on his jacket. So.
Oh, okay.
There were a lot of good cosplayers this year. I gotta give him that.
Oh yeah.
It was really impressive.
I saw a lot in the MAGFest Tumblr tag that people were posting, and I like those. I like MAGFest, good convention for cosplayers. Even the year I went, there were really, really good ones.
They were actually the two I think that were the best were the two that I didn't get pictures of because I didn't have my fucking phone with me, and I'm so pissed. But one of them was Twisty the Clown for American Horror Story Freak Show, and it was fucking spot. It was spot on. Like, oh my god. And
that's cool and also terrifying that it's so spot on.
I know. He even had like a sack.
Ugh.
And the other one was there were two Groots. One of them was I guess baby Groot, because it was like it had like a jar underneath her. Mm-hmm. And the other one was like this fucking 8-foot behemoth walking around on like wooden stilts or something. He was huge.
Awesome.
It was nuts.
I'd love to see the Babadook. That would be an awesome cosplay.
Did someone cosplay as that? I don't know.
No, but someone should cosplay. I watched it again today. Like, that would be an awesome cosplay.
We still have to watch that.
We haven't watched it yet, so I'm not exactly sure what it looks like. I don't want to know what it looks like yet. I want to surprise.
Don't give it away, because I promise it's worth it.
Yeah. All right. So Friday, for the first part of Friday, I did my Salad Fingers cosplay, and Joe was my Rusty Spoon.
Oh. Do you have any pictures?
I have a picture. There's a few pictures. I'm actually gonna post all my stuff later. We didn't keep it on for very long because
if it's up before I finish editing this, I'll put it up right here.
Ooh, awesome.
Reminder.
It wasn't. Not a lot of people got it, so that was kind of a thing. But
Salad Fingers isn't as popular as it used to be.
I know, but the people that did, they were so great.
Yes. It was a mid-2000s internet fad. I think a lot of people forgot about it.
Earlier than that, I would say. I mean, it was like
mid-2000s?
Yeah, I think it was like early 2000s, like the beginning.
Okay. I think I remember watching them in like mid-2000s. I don't remember.
We freaked out so many people. It was
including the cinema snob. We were walking down the hallway, right? And then we're looking around, and then George is like, the snob is behind us. And I'm like, oh, cool, let's stop and wait for him to pass by. We'll say hi. He saw us look at him, and he did a very badly played off, oh, actually, I'm going to shop at this newsstand real quick. Like, he totally just, like, bypassed us. So we're like, whatever.
Brad's a huge troll.
I talked to him later. He said that he didn't really see us because his glasses were broken. And I actually saw he had tape on his... I know. Actually, if anything, I think we saw Film Brain, and it was so awkward. Like, my face was covered in green paint, and I'm trying to talk to him like a normal person. He looked so uncomfortable and
he was shitting himself.
He was so nervous, and I felt so bad. I'm like trying to explain it to him, and he's just like, please go away, crazy people.
Matthew Buck and awkward kind of go hand in hand, though.
I know, I felt really bad.
Everyone cosplays, and it's like he knows you. He's met you before.
Yeah, but I was covered in green face paint, so it's not. I don't know how recognizable I was. I didn't have any. I had a green bald cap on, so I was, and my green fingers. So I don't know. That was the other problem too. The paint or some of the chalk or whatever I was using, it kept coming off. I couldn't touch anything without it coming off.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that shit. You have to get you have to get like the right shit. I think they sell like stuff that's specifically for cosplayers who want to do that kind of stuff. So you
Yeah.
might want to invest in that if you want to do it again.
I might. So we only kept it on for an hour. We essentially just walked around the con doing a little shtick and kind of entertaining the people who were waiting in lines. God, like, some people took our pictures. There was this group of girls who were sitting at this table, and like some of the girls saw us. One of them was like had her back to us. She had like this Tinkerbell cosplay on, so I kind of snuck up behind her and I was just like, "Oh, I love your wings. They're beautiful." And she was just like, "Should I be creeped out now? I think I should." And I just started like touching them, and they were very nice and very sweet about it. But
Yeah.
what was that?
Fingers. For everyone
What?
that got it with salad fingers, that's got to be like the best thing ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people were just like, "Oh my god, your salad fingers, that's so cool." Like some people really did appreciate it, and I loved that. It was obscure and it was a risk, but you know, for the few people who got it, it was worth it. It was totally worth it.
You don't want to cosplay as something everyone else is cosplaying as. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I'd much
boring.
rather do something
Everyone and their mom has done an Attack on Titan cosplay. Do something else.
Yeah. There was a
Do
lot of
something
Attack on
cool,
Titan merchandise there.
Yeah.
do something that you're genuinely passionate about, I think. Like me and Georgia, we're going to go as Agent Cooper and Harry from Twin Peaks next year.
Oh, we're doing Harry? I thought you wanted to be Albert.
Yeah, no, Albert.
Whichever's fine, really. I just need to get a suit and a mug of coffee.
No, me and Heather want to do a Ninja Sex Party, and we want to get Fran in on it somehow. I think we talked about this last week, where
Well,
Heather is really she's really into the idea of MAGFest next year, where she's Danny Sexbang and I'm Ninja Brian, and then we could get Fran to just dress up in a unicorn onesie.
Barry Corn?
Yeah, berrycorn.
Okay,
Yeah, she is
Yeah.
full 100% on that idea. So
I mean, this means nothing to me, but I'll do it anyway
yeah,
because
do it.
onesie.
We will definitely catch the attention of Senpai.
I think there was a Ninja Party panel. I'm not sure. I heard it in
Yeah,
mention
there was a Ninja Sex Party panel.
I'm not really sure. I didn't attend it, so.
Ninja Party.
I really want to ask about the Fanacan Rider project, whether you saw the finished movie.
I did not see that, but Kat and them saw it, and they said it was good, and they've said also that if Justin were alive, he would have been very happy. He would have loved it, so.
It's really lovely.
That's
Yeah, I'm told it was great. I didn't get a chance to see. I didn't actually go to a lot of panels this year. I usually don't. I usually go to like the game room or the artist alley. So that's kind of what I did. I kind of did some shopping. I got Tetsuo. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's this insane Japanese movie where basically it's essentially just this guy slowly turning into like a giant robot.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then like it actually is more fascinating than I remember because I'd seen the movie before. And I had kind of read the plot in a book, so I kind of knew what to expect. And then we watched it last night, and I'd kind of forgotten the plot, so it was like I was watching it all over again. And so meanwhile, while we're doing that, Joe got on my computer and was on the IMDb page, and it's like, whoa, did you know apparently this is like a metaphor for like gay AIDS in Japan in the 80s? And I'm like, what? So it's like it's a whole other movie now.
Apparently, his transformation.
Yeah, it's
his
like
transformation was a metaphor for
like
his
getting
latent
AIDS.
homosexuality, and the fact that any sexual encounter he had usually was disgusting and destructive. Had something to do with their take on AIDS.
That sounds like something that could be serious.
I'm reading the plot to this on Wikipedia, and this is like the most fucked up thing I've ever read.
You can borrow it. The copy I got for like $15 actually came with the soundtrack, and I can't wait to listen to it.
This sounds fucking awesome. I'm gonna find it.
What's it called?
It's called
Tetsuo the Iron Man. That's what I'm reading.
Tetsuo the Iron Man.
And apparently there's been two sequels. Apparently there's 2 sequels. I have yet to see either, so I'm very intrigued about that because it doesn't end on like a sequel note at all.
Sounds like go very, very wrong.
But yeah, essentially Friday was kind of a chill day, just shopping and going through the game rooms. I mean, that's what I was doing. Kat and them, I think, spent most of the time working on their Into the Woods vlog. They were making like a big musical episode, and they got a bunch of people to cameo and do stuff. I had a cameo, so that was really fun to do. And
Ooh.
yeah, I'm excited to see the end product. They worked so hard on it.
Wow, I can't wait to see that. I didn't even know they did reviewing, those guys.
They do vlogs. They kind of like
they're doing a full-on musical review. That's amazing.
Kind of, yeah. It's like they're doing like this musical bit, and then I think they're gonna talk more seriously about the movie. But yeah, they've been doing vlogs of like current movies for a while now.
Did you sing? Did you get to sing in the review?
I did, actually. I purposely picked the singing part because it turns into a Colossus roar, so I was like, I gotta do this.
That's awesome.
I have to do this, and then I get tackled.
That still hasn't died, has it?
Oh, hell no.
Oh my god, thank God.
It kind of has, actually. The first few days, there really wasn't a whole lot, and if you heard someone do it, the chain didn't really go on. But like as the end of the con was happening and everyone was getting a little more excited or whatever, there was more Colossus roars.
We saw a Colossus cosplayer.
Awesome.
Head to toe body paint.
Head to toe in gray paint with like the whole outfit. He was a good sport about it too. Saturday was Joe's day, I guess. He set up a Pathfinder campaign in the tabletop room, and we got a few guys to play with us. It was fun. We had a quest to find giant turkeys to feed the local village. And I'm very proud of myself. I made my character. Her name was MAGFest, the wizard, the wizard of the land of Gaylord. Because I had to.
Was there a Nerf war this year?
Was there a what?
A Nerf war.
Yes, that was on Sunday.
Yay!
That was pretty fun.
That's probably the best part.
Yeah, the Nerf war is always a good time. I actually got Snob to go because I saw him. On Saturday they had the pub quiz, and he came in late, and so I was able to like squeeze through and talk to him a bit. He remembered who I was, so I thought that was really cool, and he gave me a hug. And so I was just like, you doing it? You want to go to the Nerf war tomorrow? And he's like, I think I can make that because lo and behold, he showed up. So
is Brad as short in person as he seems in videos?
Yeah, he's short. He's very short.
Awesome.
He won't admit it. I don't think he will ever admit it.
Is he short?
He's like a puppet on my lap if I want.
You're 6'5", dude. But yeah, Saturday was probably the busiest or the funnest day. Yeah, besides the tabletop thing, I filmed my cameo for Kat and them, and then I don't know, didn't we go like play video games or something for a while?
We did that for a while, and then they had it was at the Atop the Fourth Wall panel.
Yeah, we had the Atop the Fourth Wall panel where we had Joe was Puma Man, which is a superhero from one of the funniest Mystery Science Theater episodes you'll ever see, ever. It's like the worst superhero with the funniest theme song, and he can't really do anything.
If you're a fan of the show, Mystery Science Theater, that is essential viewing.
Yeah. And apparently it was like Lewis's favorite episode, so we had Joe flying around him, and Lewis loved it.
Oh,
But the cherry on top of this Linkara Sunday was Kat and the Army of Sass, a group cosplay of fat grandmas.
I saw a picture of that on Tumblr. I didn't see it from her. I saw it on Tumblr in the MAGFest tag. I'm like, oh, that's Kat.
They showed up. People in line were like so excited. I already knew about it. Like they asked me to do it, but I didn't want to do it because like I knew I was gonna like have a heat stroke wearing that robe for that long.
Yeah.
How many?
But, it was Doug.
Yeah, you gotta do cosplay like 2 times max at a convention before you're just like worn out.
Yeah,
I don't know that personally, but I know people who cosplay, and they're like, I can only do like 2 costumes a convention.
Right.
I get worn out.
Yeah, but it was Kat, Doug, Eric, Katie, and Kat's brother Scott. So we had like a group of five fat grandmas, and everybody loved it. Like apparently the day before, Kat was talking to Vega.
It's a pretty easy cosplay to do.
Yeah. No, it is. And like Kat was the day before, Kat was talking to Vega, and Vega was, I guess Kat hinted that they were gonna do something, and Vega was like, "Oh, tell me," and she's like, "No, you have to wait." And so then when Vega and Lewis arrived, they were, oh my god, they looked so fucking happy. Lewis was laughing his head off. Vega started doing the we're not worthy bowing thing. It was magical.
That's incredible. Did anyone get any on tape?
Yeah, I got it all on Kat's camera.
Cool.
I volunteered to be camera monkey for that because I was like, you guys go have fun with
Your
that. I'm gonna
moment in
get
the sunshine.
everything.
I'll sit back here.
No, I didn't mind. It actually, Vigo said that they won the con officially.
Cool.
Was there an
No, I think JonTron and Eager, after getting back together, won the convention for me.
What?
I wasn't even there, and I'm like, that wins. MAGFest is the best convention ever.
I'm always really happy. I'm always really happy when Film Brain, Nash, and Linkara had their crossover episode. I was really happy that there was another one this year when I heard, and like just the photos of Film Brain hanging in the closet, like that's piqued my interest. I'm excited now.
Film Brain and Nash were at Lewis's panel because they were still filming more of the crossover. So like, I don't remember if this was before or after the panel, but like. He saw the Fat Grandma Army, and then, like, he was like, I want to get a picture with one of you, so we had, like, Kat grabbing his name tag and, like, pointing at him and stuff.
Cool. Was there,
really
was it in our Top the Fourth Wall live episode, or was it just,
Yeah, he did that, and then he showed, like, this week's episode, so we got, like, 2 for 1, and then, Yeah, it was great. They were both really great.
There was a guy there yet again trying to riff Linkara, and he wasn't funny. He was pretty ignorant.
I hate people in fucking panels.
This is the guy.
Okay, can I talk about something?
Yes,
something?
go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I hate, like, typical Congoers so much. Because, and this was a huge problem, apparently, at MAGFest, and I watched a video of this, at the Game Grumps panel, people were, like, out of control. Like, just, like, people don't know how to fucking act at a convention, and it sucks.
Yeah.
When I went to MAGFest, I've spent my entire life saying, when I finally go to a convention, I made a concentrated effort not to be that person, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like, that guy or girl or whatever. Like, I made a concentrated effort to say, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that person. I made a concentrated effort not to be a dick, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, people don't know how to fucking act, and I guess that's very common in, like, the nerd community, because we're all just kind of socially awkward in our own way, and people don't really know how to act in public a lot. But it's like, come on, you know? Take a fucking con etiquette class or some shit. I don't know. Fuck.
Those exist?
I mean,
I don't know. I wish they did. I'd make it. I would put it in our schools. And say, this is how you fucking nerds. This is how you act at a convention. Don't be a douchebag. Don't go to the panel and ask for an autograph. That pisses me off so much. Don't go to the panel and ask for an autograph when the autograph signing is right after the panel. Don't fucking do that. I hate people that do that.
That's funny as well. What really gets me, what I was going to say is that this isn't just, I mean, it is pretty bad with nerds. I agree with you. There is a problem with the kind of social awkwardness of, like, our people, but it's something we kind of accept and tolerate about each other. But I completely agree with you. I do think they're not here to listen to you riff, the other guests. They're here to listen to the funny professional person.
Like,
you know,
I get it.
90% of the Game Grumps panel, and this is on YouTube, you can go and watch this, 90% of the Game Grumps panel this year, and this year specifically, because last year wasn't too bad, and the year I went was, like, perfect. Like, everyone was well-behaved, pretty much, for the most part, from what I remember. This year, and I watched the fucking video of this, and then I hear first-hand accounts of people who were there, and a lot of this didn't get caught on camera, but apparently, lots of people trying to get their question asked, people standing on chairs and standing on people's shoulders which is a
Yikes.
fucking fire code hazard, by the way. I don't know why security and volunteers didn't step in when that shit started to happen.
You know why?
They really dropped the
You know
ball
why?
on that, honestly. And
You know why they didn't? Because they were busy bothering Kat and the crew for filming, because apparently they didn't have permission.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, they had been filming there for years, but apparently this year, no, you need permission from catering.
Why?
okay.
Don't ask. I have no fucking idea. That's just what they told me.
What possible harm could... See, yeah, the priority of that is... The
Like,
priority...
no, it wasn't that they weren't allowed to film. They weren't allowed to film with tripods.
Why?
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
that
know.
that might be a fire code hazard too, because it's like well, if you're not in front of a fire exit, I don't understand the harm in it. But
No, it's just asinine. All of it is.
Yeah,
Look-
it is... What's the biggest fire code hazard? A bunch of people standing on chairs or a fucking tripod?
a bunch of people standing.
Film Brain's sexy face.
A bunch of people standing on chairs and sitting on French shoulders, and people going into the aisle. Like, that's a fucking fire code hazard, A. And then B, someone could get hurt. And do you know what the people who stand on chairs and yell out in the middle of other people's questions and their answers, like, that trying to get their attention, do you know what the fuck they ask? Can I have a selfie with you? Can I have a hug? Can you sign this thing? I'm not gonna be at the signing.
You gotta understand, they are not your friends.
Yeah.
You may feel like they are your friends because you spend so much time with them, but stop trying to steal a little bit of their
People want to hear, like, when
E-list.
people go to the Game Grumps panel, they want to hear about future projects and what games are going to be coming up and shit like that. Stuff about Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb. That's what they
Yeah,
want to hear
like-
about. They don't want to wait for you to finish getting a goddamn selfie because you didn't plan enough ahead to be at the autograph session to do that instead.
Like, I get it when, like, in the, like, Lewis's panel, like, I get it. You know, we're all socially awkward, and, like, at that point, you kind of want to, like, be involved because you think, oh, he might laugh or other people might laugh because you want that attention. I've done it. Everybody's done it. But the thing is, this guy that we started talking about, he did the same thing last year. He was so loud and so annoying, and nobody shut him up. And I mentioned him in the podcast about this last year. He wanted to borrow my phone to, like, call somebody, and then he he gave it back to me, but he was still being kind of a dick about it. But
his name was Nate Dogg, and he did not look like a Nate Dogg. And at one point,
Nate Dogg. That's the fucking rapper, Nate Dogg. There's a guy named
he's this fat white dude, by the way. So
Awesome.
So I turned around, I looked at him, I was about to say something. This guy behind him was like, "Listen, motherfucker, if you say one more goddamn thing, I'm gonna knock your fucking face in." I was like, "Whoa!" He said what I was thinking.
Awesome.
I wish I said that. He was worse last year. Him and this other girl last year, holy shit. He kept the Nate Dogg guy, he kept making jokes, but this fucking girl last year, like, anytime there was a pause, she tried to bust in with a question, and it's like, he's still in the middle of his review. Like, let him finish.
Yeah.
She kept, like, trying to ask a stupid question.
I would imagine that panel room was, like, small to medium size, too, correct?
Actually, it was pretty big, and it didn't fill up.
But it was not panel room 1.
It was 3.
Okay. Because I think panel room 1's, like, the biggest panel room. It can hold, like, a shit ton of people.
Yeah, it was in 3.
The situation I'm talking about is that room filled to max capacity. With everyone screaming all at once and people standing on chairs. Like, that's fucking chaos!
Greer, you literally just described the pub quiz. Because, like, there were 25 teams, so we were all trying to find our team groups. And we were all standing on chairs shouting numbers. It looked like the friggin' stock market. It's like 12, 19, 27, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know,
I had to stand on a chair to get my group. Everybody was doing it.
Well, no, that pisses me off because I can't go to conventions, so I watch videos of the panels on YouTube, the PAX East and the MAGFest and the Comic-Con and all that shit. And
nobody wants to go to Comic-Con.
This happens especially at fucking PAX and MAGFest. And I don't know why, but it's all these fucking people that say, I can't make it to the autograph session that's gonna be 5 minutes after this panel, and for some reason I can't fucking make it, so can I take a selfie with you right now? Like, right now! Or can I have a hug? Like, fuck off! Fuck off!
I mean, it sounds
I hate you,
like,
fuck off!
like it sounds like the people that you encountered, you and Joe encountered, like the girl and the guy, like, and I would say this about a lot of these people, like, they probably, beyond just being socially awkward like the way you or I or any other, like, nerdy person is, it sounds like they probably have, like, significant problems.
Well, I'd have to agree. Actually, wait, Joe, you said,
those are people that don't get enough attention at home.
No.
You're right. Like, what I was going to say was, there was this one point, we were in line for something else, and, no, it was, Joe was in line for somebody, and that guy was behind him, and what did he say? He kept saying racist things or something, and there was a black chick behind him in line, and he apologized, but he kept saying it anyway. What was it again, actually?
Amazing. That's amazing.
I wasn't there for that, actually.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, well, tell him about it. Let's make this guy worse.
Yeah. No, he was saying something about, like, general things about black people, and I guess because he thought his name was Nate Dogg, he had some sort of street cred, or he thought he was some
I
sort of
hope that was the case.
Wait, can I say something? If you're at MAGFest, you have no street cred.
Yeah.
No, and that's
You
fine.
don't have
That's
street cred when you're at a goddamn convention.
Yeah, alright, so proceed. I just had to say that.
Full of other smelly nerds that are, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
we're
like,
all fucking here, so don't try to kid yourself.
yeah.
You're not the coolest person in the room. None of us are.
I think it sounds like he had like a mental health problem. Like
I don't know, man. He was annoying as hell.
He probably didn't get enough attention at home. We're
I
shit talking this guy, and I'm like, it's making me nervous because I'm like, someone's gonna say something, but no one.
Why don't you cut out his name later? Just do
It's
that.
okay, I might. I don't know. Part of the joke is that his name is the same name of a deceased rapper. So that's.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh,
Nate Dogg's dead. Yeah.
Hitters, mount up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was actually.
Well, now I'm thinking about that song with Nate Dogg.
No.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, he was being ignorant, and I guess he was the only person that wasn't kind of getting it, or maybe he thought he was being edgy somehow, and that was his way of getting attention. He's just an attention whore, and he basically just got, like, really ripped on by everybody in line. Like, he kept going, and then it got to a point where someone just had to speak up, and then, everyone decided to chime in after that.
Yeah, like, because once one person is like, shut the fuck up, and then that kind of gives other people the strength to be like, seriously, shut the fuck up.
I think, like, I do get what you were saying, Georgia, about wanting to, there is a big difference, I think, between wanting to be involved, wanting to say something funny to make everyone laugh that just comes into your head, like a reaction.
Yeah, I did that. I do it all the time. Sometimes you can't shut me the fuck up. Joe can attest to that.
Yeah, I've done it too. I've done it too. Like, it's like when you go and see a comedian and they riff with the audience, and sometimes it's great, but it's that thing of knowing when to shut up.
Yeah.
And the people that do go on and interrupt and are inappropriate, it's that instinctive knowledge that I think some people have and some people don't about where the line is. I mean, to be honest, I really admire some of the producers for being able to handle that, for being so...
Yeah, Lewis has the patience of a saint.
Yeah.
He totally does.
The fact that they don't get angry is amazing to me.
Yeah. So, basically, besides all that, his panel was actually really fun, and seeing Nash and them film the stuff for the crossover was really fun. And after that, like that Saturday, we just kind of hung out until the pub quiz, and then we had the pub quiz.
Might I say, though, Nash is getting quite doughy. It looked like, from last year, he put on quite a bit.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Why are you publicly calling Nash fat? No, he'll never be on the show. No.
I'm sorry, Nash, you're still funny.
Were we trying to go for that?
Nash, you're fucking fat. Please come on our show.
Your hair is still fabulous.
He still has great Pocahontas hair.
He still has that long mane of hair.
You know what? I think he's hot. I'm just going to say it.
Ooh. What would Maddie say?
He wouldn't give a flying fuck.
Senpai has not noticed you for this long. He's not gonna notice you now.
Oh, shut up, Greer. We're gonna get.
Wait, Greer, can I just ask, who or what is Senpai, and why do I want to be noticed by him? You keep
That's
saying
a
this.
meme. It's I hope Senpai notices me. Senpai is a Japanese honorific that is particularly used in school, like Japanese
Yeah, it's
schools.
like master or sir or something
It's like
that.
someone who's like your elder.
Yeah.
Oh, right, caught up.
It's like an upperclassman, you know?
Oh.
Someone that you look up to. Or like, usually it's used for like, in Japanese schools, if someone is your upperclassman, you would refer to them as senpai. If they are your friend, you refer to them as kun, or if they're younger than you, you refer to them as chan. Or you can use senpai or san for people who are your elder.
If I'm calling somebody a kun, then that's gonna be followed by a T, and I don't like that person. Does that not sound good?
Well, no, it's K-U-N. Kun.
T.
No, shut up. Okay, no, but it's yeah, no, it's mainly like it's like a joke kind of used in visual novels where it's like, oh my god, I hope senpai notices me, where you really want senpai to notice you.
I don't know, it's not as funny now that I know what it is.
It's like
I have
like in a way where it's like expressing like unrequited admiration, you know, and then there's like cherry blossoms blowing in the background and anime faces being made and
yeah, it's not funny now I know what it's derived from. I kind of wish it was still like in my head.
You ruined the joke, Greer.
Greer, God. So yeah, getting back to the pub quiz, how was that?
Yeah, we had the pub quiz. This was Bridget's first time running it, like, you know, officially.
Mm-hmm.
And she got Kat and them to help, so they kind of set up and helped tally scores and hand out numbers and stuff like that. So I was playing with, I was the only girl on my team, so I was surrounded by a bunch of icky boys.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. They were all very nice.
What a nightmare.
They were all very nice to me.
Suck, God.
And it was fun, but the problem was it was at midnight, so it was already pretty late, and it went on till 2, at least 2.
Yeah, when I went, I didn't get back to my hotel until 2. Because it started at like 11 and then did into like 1. I'm like, I'm fucking tired as shit.
I know, it was really fun, but we were all like really, there were some people on my team who, like, some people left, some people fell asleep. It was really tiring, but it was still a lot of fun. Like, all raffle prizes, people were throwing out raffle prizes. One of the guys in my group, he caught a raffle prize and he just randomly decided to give it to me. It's this ugly ass snowman thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a stuffed animal with like a Santa Claus beard and a hat, but then it's got like a weird body that's like black and white with red legs, and I'm like, what are you?
How is it a snowman?
I don't even know.
Post a picture of it. Maybe it's like a nerd thing. I don't know. Maybe it's some anime thing. I have no idea.
I doubt it.
I don't think there's anything from this con that isn't a nerd thing, Greer.
No, I'm like, maybe it's like a thing. I don't know. Post a picture of it.
Have you ever looked into a crane machine that looked like it was trying to like plagiarize popular actual stuffed animals?
That must have been.
Yes, I have.
That was probably some crane game thing they got at the bottom of the thing. And this other guy, some of the prizes they handed out, they were kind of wrapped together. They were like cards and stuff like that. So this one guy in my group, he got like a bunch of Pokemon cards, some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, some Pogs, and like some other packs of cards. And he let me have one of them. They were Fievel Goes West trading cards.
What?
Wow.
I am going to open them live on recording.
Cool.
Which makes no sense.
Live on recording.
Few live radio broadcasts have the gravity and weight of this moment.
It says 12 full color animated cards, bonus holograms. Limited edition hologram cards have been randomly placed in some of these packages.
Oh my god, those holograms have to be worth at least 3 cents.
Okay. First card is of it's been a very long time since I've seen this movie.
No one remembers that movie.
I don't remember all of the characters' names, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
Fievel's the mouse, and that's all.
I know that.
That's all I remember.
Wait,
All
I
right,
thought
so-
it was the cat.
Bible is the mouse.
Oh my god, it's actually. Wait a minute.
No, these cards are the kind that show you scenes from the movie.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are. Yeah, it's pictures, and then they got descriptions on the back.
Did you
of
get any
what's-
holofoils?
Let me see.
Oh, they have a special. She has the villain cat. I
Cat
believe.
Our Wall. That was the John Cleese cat. He was
Yeah.
he was good in that
Is
movie.
it a holofoil?
No,
Dang.
I don't know. I don't see any yet.
Oh,
No holofoils.
damn!
Sorry.
You gotta go get another one until you get
Oh.
one. That's how I used to buy Pokemon cards. I would just buy them until I got a holofoil. to the much disdain of my parents.
These cards
I-
are completely
I would be spending their
useless.
money on cards that I would just get duplicates of, and I was just like,
Oh, it sucks so much. Like, my Pokemon cards, I sold them all to my dad for like £2, like, just because I wanted to get rid of them. It's like, if I still had them now, they would be worth a mint.
yeah, the older ones maybe, like especially
Well, like,
if they're
I have
especially if they're holographics and they're
Yeah,
old and they're in
had-
good condition.
Yeah, I had a shiny Chansey. That would have been worth money.
Yeah,
You would
was it
think-
was it in
no.
good condition?
Yeah, it was in great condition. It was brand new.
Oh,
I had a whole binder full of them, holograms, all kinds of stuff. I took them to a dealer. He was like, "These are really like worth nothing. You can't play with
Oh.
them. That's why they're not game legal anymore."
well, yeah. Well, I mean, like
You
in
know,
50 years, they'll probably be worth something like this. Like,
See,
people who are
Seeing these cards is actually it's sparking my nostalgia button so much. I had Lion King trading cards, and they were the exact same thing, just pictures, and then the back, and then the other side would just be descriptions of that scene.
The thing about the Pokemon trading card game is that I know more. I knew and I still know people who collect them, and they don't even know how to play the game.
I
Yeah,
did
That's
that.
me. I don't fucking know it. I never learned how to play the trading card game.
I never
just
learned
liked it.
either.
I never knew how to play the game.
I could still
No.
probably play Yu-Gi-Oh pretty good, but that's about it.
For me, it was-
I learned pretty well to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
It was about watching the TV show on a Saturday morning
Yeah,
and then
That's
swap.
exactly what it was about. You're
Yeah.
right.
And collecting the
Okay.
cards and then trading them with your friends. That's what I did.
I fucking love Five All Goes West though. I have a real like nostalgic place in my heart for that movie.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen those two, and I haven't seen the third one, but I'm told it's awful. Wait a minute! Oh my god, I forgot to tell you the big thing that happened.
What?
Cat and
Oh,
I filmed a crossover.
Cool.
It's my first crossover ever, so I'm
Oh,
excited about
awesome.
that.
When's it going up, Georgia?
I have no goddamn idea. We're not done yet. We shot all of the stuff that we had to at the Gaylord, and now it's just we got a lot of lines we're doing in posts, and then we gotta film. Well, we gotta write and then film the final scene, which we're gonna have Joe cameo as the villain, so that should be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so cool. You asked me to come and do a cameo this year, and
Yeah, I know. Well, it's you know what it probably wouldn't have worked out anyway because we didn't have his costume. We didn't have his costume. We didn't have that part of the script even written yet. So I think it was for the best. We just had ideas. We didn't have anything like set in stone. But we're reviewing what was that?
Next year. When all four of us are there next year, it'll be better.
Yay! We're reviewing Happily Ever After. It's a really stupid sequel of Snow White from like Filmations from like the 90s. So it's like a Disney knockoff essentially.
I think I know that movie. I think
The whole thing's
I've
on
heard of that.
YouTube. Like the whole thing.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. I grew up with it, and I actually love it. I know I trash it a lot in this, but I really do love it. It's harmless. It's cute. It's goofy. It's dated. But I love it. It's just, I grew up with it.
It explains important things like the effects of cigar smoking on an owl.
Okay.
But that was really fun, and hopefully we'll get that turned out soon. We just got to figure out more when we're gonna be able to shoot Joe's scenes and when we're gonna have to do post. But yeah, that was really fun. And then Sunday was essentially just the Nerf war and helping Kat and them wrap up filming. But the Nerf war was great. Eric and Dave did their Wayne's World cosplay, which was really funny.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that.
I gotta post that up later. Yeah, they both had a lot of fun with it. And since we're still throwing shade, can I say that since I told Brad to come and he did, this girl, she would not leave his fucking side.
Really?
The whole time. The whole time in the Nerf war.
Just some random chick, or?
I wish. No, she's Kaluna.
Oh, who's Kaluna?
She's a new reviewer, but some of you might know her as Toru from the Fruits Basket radio drama. So she was essentially the lead, but now she's like a reviewer on the site now. But she wouldn't leave him alone once. They were just like always talking and always together, and I'm just like, well, that kind of sucks. I wanted to talk to him a little, and I felt so awkward. I wanted to talk to him and hang out with him, but I ran out of shit to say, and I was like embarrassed.
Oh, never mind. I mean, you were there with a bunch of other people. Yeah, like
I know, but I wanted to talk to him because I feel like I could like hang out with him and watch movies or something.
It seems like the A in MAGFest just stands for awkward. Music, awkward, and gaming.
I'm a nerd, but I'm kind of like alpha nerd status, and I think I'm a little bit too engaging for many of them, and they get scared of me.
Yeah.
MAG stands for Meeting Awkward Gamers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, they were attached at the hip, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
But Snob, I want to hang out with you and watch movies.
Brad, please come on the show.
I think I saw him staring at me once or twice, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to next year, the four of us filming our big on-camera episode.
He's so awesome!
That'll happen.
Our big on-camera Christmas episode. That's my plan.
Yes, and we'll somehow get Serena to do that Christmas rap you wrote.
Oh, let's never speak of that again.
Aww.
Dude, Kat said the bacon wasn't there this year because they took down the Christmas shit.
Yeah.
She said there was a Ferris wheel there though, which sounded really cool.
There's a new There's a Ferris wheel outside on near the docks, I guess. And we never got a chance to ride it, and I want to next year. It like lit up at night, so it kept like changing rainbow colors. It was beautiful, actually.
Oh, wow.
Can I just say to Fran, I was watching the live stream of the London fireworks at the London Eye. Those fireworks are like no fucking joke. I don't know how anyone in the entire country sleeps that night.
And it was amazing. I mean, I was at my friend Richard's, and we were on his balcony. And yeah, we saw the entire thing for free. It was absolutely beautiful. But the Mayor of London charged this year, which has never happened before. He charged people entry, which is just, it's daylight robbery.
How do you charge for something that's going to be in the sky anyway? Is it like people can just see wherever they're from?
Well, charging entry to like the actual square where it all happens, and it's like that's something like our taxes pay for those fireworks, so it's a real like.
Well, again, you just said like you watched it from your balcony. Why would people pay to go just stand and see it when they can sit in their balcony and won't see it?
It isn't just that. Like it's a whole big event. Like there are food stands and there are rides, and it's a big deal. So yeah, to charge people entry is a real dick move on his part. But we saw like not just those fireworks. We saw every firework in London. It more than made up for it.
Oh.
It was the bomb.
That shit's that's no joke. I'd like to go one year. Because I was watching the live stream because of the Queen concert. I was watching it, and then they cut to the fireworks. And it was the funny thing was, it wasn't until this was I think it was BBC Two, that was live streaming it. And it wasn't until after the fireworks were over that they showed, like, they put the epilepsy warning on screen.
Oh, really?
It wasn't until after they were all done, and I'm like, A+ job, BBC.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, we're a bunch of amateurs.
It was like, this program may contain flashing lights, or whatever, and I'm like, the fireworks just fucking ended 3 seconds before they put that warning up.
You know what they should have done? They should have put that up and at the bottom say, "Sorry guys,
Yeah.
our bad.
Bad losers.
Sucks to be you." Pulsing on the floor. Oh my
Is
God.
the London Eye that cool? Like, is it cool?
Yes, it is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
The London Eye is great. The London Eye is awesome. I have a story about the London Eye. When I first graduated drama school, one of my first jobs was doing press for the movie Despicable Me, and I had to herd around. I had to herd round these. I'm really sorry if I use the wrong term here, but dwarf actors dressed as minions.
Yeah,
doing
that's the correct term, I think, now.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. I had to herd round.
Peter Dinklage is gonna sue us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
dwarf, I think, is the correct term now.
But yeah, like they were getting like the whole day was insane. They were getting like pushed over by kids. Like people were being totally disrespectful because they were dressed like the minions. They thought that they could like do what they want, I guess.
The
And
minute
this
you put on a mascot costume, your people are gonna,
The
pick
minute
on
you
you, and
put
help
up-
you,
the
no
minute
matter
you
how
sign
big you
up-
are.
The minute you sign up to put on a mascot costume, you're signing up for that.
and
Yeah, that's just part of the job.
people hadn't even heard of Despicable Me at this point. This was like way before the movie came out. But no, we went on the London Eye with these guys. And I was like the one like normal looking person there. Like it was. I mean normal looking because they were dressed as minions, not because they were dwarves.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like what else. I just miss.
I can't think of anything
I wish
else
I was there. I wish
I
I'd
can't think
gone.
of anything else that happened at MAGFest. Babe, did you have anything to add to that? Or?
I'm done.
All right, yeah, I think that was everything. Basically, it was, it was fun. Not my favorite mag, but definitely still really fun.
It would have been mine if I had went because of all the magical things that I witnessed through the internet.
Always through the internet.
We will get you there, I promise.
Start
I don't-
the GoFundMe now.
Yes, help Greer
Go ahead and
help
start it
Greer,
now.
Fran and Heather get to MAGFest
It ends
and
December
you'll get a prize.
31st, 2015.
Yay!
To do a Patreon because they're so popular and non-controversial at the moment.
What's going on with Patreon?
Oh no, just all the
People just make Patreons for no fucking reason.
Well, don't they do that with Kickstarter?
Patreon's like a monthly service though. Like you pay per monthly. Kickstarter's like one time I'm gonna pay $200 for this project.
Oh, okay.
Patreon's like I'm gonna give $5 to this person every month.
No, it was part of the whole channel awesome controversy, but yeah, probably the less said about that, the better.
That's
I
already
saw
old news.
Phyllis and Lupa
That's already
there.
old news. We talked about it. By the way, I lost a podcast last week. I forgot to mention that. We recorded a podcast last week that was really, really good.
Great.
And we talked
Yeah.
about everything. We had a serious talk about stuff, and it was really good. And then the audio fucked up, and I couldn't save it. And it sucks, because it was really
It was
good.
great. It had everything. Like you would have laughed, you would have cried, it would have changed your life.
Heather was here. It was great.
I will say this, sort of in regards to that podcast, I guess. I saw Phalis and Lupa like briefly, but just the fact that they were there in general, despite all this bullshit that's going on, says a lot about them, and I give them kudos for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like they didn't let that, bring them down, and they decided they're still gonna have fun anyway. So it's like good for you, And and I have to say on a side note, the little dress Lupa was wearing was pretty cute. It was like all flowers and stuff.
Oh.
I thought it was adorable.
I
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
we
all
talked
wrapped
about
up.
somewhere floating around in my hardware. We had the serious talk about stuff going on. But
It's gonna be our lost
It's
episode.
an old
Oh,
news
it'll be
now,
cute.
and now we can't fucking talk about it because no one's gonna goddamn know what we're talking about. So.
No one ever does anyway.
yeah.
We're just a bunch of crazy people.
You guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about ever.
I mean, I'm from England, so I'm not even speaking the same language.
What the fuck is a
you guys.
game grump? What the fuck is she? What?
What does this mean? Oh, Fran, I wore my Twin Peaks shirt for the weekend at MAG, and almost nobody got it. but like I wanted to show it to Brad, and he really liked it. And then while I was talking to him, Katie, she has a boyfriend now. His name is Mr. Mendo. He's a reviewer. He was sitting nearby, and he happened to like see my shirt, and he was like, "Hey, that gum you like is coming back in style." And he gave me the thumbs up, and I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much."
That's very, very cool. I
So
mean,
cool.
I fully anticipate next year us going as Albert and Agent Cooper and a bunch of people thinking we're from the Matrix, and I give no fucks.
Or Men in Black or something.
Yeah.
I gotta get a suit. I don't have a suit at all.
You should just
I
wear
have
like
black
a sign on your shirt that says "I'm not from the Matrix."
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
if anything, I would just have a sign that says "Damn fine coffee" or something.
Well, you got.
Or has anyone? Or I'd have a sign that says, "Has anyone seen Bob?" Oh my god, Fran! If we are Harry and Cooper, we should hand out flyers. Have you seen this man?
Oh, that's an amazing idea.
We have
That's
to do that. We'll just make like a bunch of copies of that flyer and hand them out to people. That would be so awesome.
You know
It
what?
would
As
be
well,
an
like,
interactive cosplay. Those are the best cosplays.
Yes, that makes it more fun.
and you
Great.
should have the.
It's better than
you should
handing
have
out a
the-
business card.
Yeah.
Which,
George,
that's another. By the way, that's another really awful.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. You should have the recorder. You should have the recorder and talk to Diane.
I'm told, I don't have a recorder, but I'm told that apparently there's like an iPhone case that it can look like Diane's recorder, but I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah. Get the case and talk to Diane, because that would be like the iPhone fake.
That would be so great.
By the way, that was another, speaking of business cards, that was another thing that happened at the Game Grumps panel, was that some dude came up to assumably ask a question, but instead asked if he could give them their business card, his business card. Which
Really?
is such a dick move. That's
That's a huge dick move.
such
Oh my
a
god.
dick move.
I missed that.
I hate you, guy. Fuck off. I hope you go to hell.
I hate
Maria,
you, whoever
totally
you are.
Fuck your business
Can you
card.
repeat that?
They're not gonna fucking look at your website or your YouTube channel. Shut the fuck up.
That is pretty
Maria,
mean.
Game Grumps have
up.
3 million
Maria.
subscribers. They're not gonna look at your YouTube channel. I'm just saying, like, I'm being real.
I totally missed all that stuff. Can you repeat it about the business card? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it was some dude at the Game Grumps panel that raised his hand and presumably was gonna ask a question, but instead gave his business card out to the people at the panel.
What?
Yeah.
At a panel?
Yeah. To the people running the panel, to the people up on the stage that says, "Can I give you my business card?" And it would seem like mean if they'd said no, so they just said yes.
Yeah,
And-
which of course you would. Like, and that is the nice thing to do, but Jesus fucking Christ, man. Come on.
It's a huge dick move, and I hope that guy goes to hell. Calling that guy
Yeah.
out right now, whoever you are. And I'm saying, they have Game Grumps has 3 million subscribers. They're not gonna look at your goddamn YouTube channel, so shut the fuck up. Don't
There's,
bother with your
when
goddamn
Joe-
business card with people with 3 million subscribers. So
When Joe and I were doing the Salad Fingers Rusty Spoon cosplay, we left the parking lot or the parking garage, and we weren't even like at the Gaylord yet. We were like on our way, and these like cosplayer guys were walking the other way. They gave Joe a card, and it just said, "Hey, you're fucking awesome." That is all.
That's amazing. That's how you network.
I know, I love that. I'm like, well, I didn't get one. That was pretty funny. I thought that was cool. So if you're gonna hand out business cards, do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
or if
I'm
you want to
sort
hand
of
out business cards, do it, but don't do it to people who are running a panel.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't do it.
Hand them out to people like you're talking to and like are interested in you, and if you walk by someone and don't want to talk to, or if you like meet someone
or
in
do
line,
it in line.
don't
do it in
line.
don't
That's-
goddamn waste everyone's time at a panel and hand out your business card to people who aren't gonna goddamn look at it.
I agree. Don't do it at a panel. I couldn't agree more. I am sort of torn about whether or not to give your card to like well-known people, because I do think like it's really difficult because obviously it's completely unrealistic to expect them to watch it. They must get millions of requests for people to watch their videos, or I mean, it's the same with giving a script to an actor. You know, you as an unknown giving a script to a well-known
Well,
actor,
it's especially at a convention. Like they already get people, panelists at conventions, especially well-known YouTubers, get bombarded with gifs and fan art, and pictures and letters that they all have to take home, and just adding more stuff onto that pile does not help them at all.
I am thinking, like, I wonder how else, like, because how do you network? You get well-known people, or one of the ways you network certainly is to get well-known people to pay attention to you. You know, in case you
act
you
like
are
a dick to get people to pay attention to you, people don't want to pay attention to you.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think doing it at a panel, like, that is where it crosses the line.
It makes you seem like a dick. Which is...
Yeah, I'm not sure, though, that had they gone up to them, I don't know, say it, like, a signing, say if they were in line to get something signed, and they said to the Game Grumps people, like, oh, can you look at my YouTube? Like, I'm not sure that would be a dick move. Like, that I can sort of understand.
Yeah, that's innocent, but, like, don't waste everyone's fucking time.
Yeah, definitely where it crosses the line.
Because I already went on my rant about that. There needs to... I think every convention, like, before the convention starts, like, mandatory panel etiquette panel. Mandatory. Everyone has to go.
Yeah. I agree. Or just, like, I don't know, I feel like before the panels, I kind of feel like this when I go to the theatre as well, like, pay enough fucking to the theatre, should take people beforehand, don't talk, and don't eat don't eat food really loudly.
Yeah.
I feel like that is obvious theatre etiquette, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. People don't get told not to do that, and they fucking should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they play it before movies and stuff, like, turn off your cell phone, don't be disruptive, don't talk to other people in the movie, don't bother other people during the movie, turn off your goddamn phone, and sit down and shut up and watch the movie.
Yeah, and it's like, if they can do that at movies, why can't they do that at conventions? Why can't they at the theatre? Why can't they do that at other things where people pay money?
I don't know. I feel like just with the schedule, there just needs to be a book. How to not act like a dick at a panel.
By Greer Young.
Yeah. I'll hand them out myself. Instead of handing out business cards, I'll just hand out handwritten books that I'll make. How not to act like a dick. Yeah, let's wrap up.
Yeah, I think so.
I've gotten all my MAGFest.
I'm just getting angry now.
I've gotten all my MAGFest out of my system. I gotta post up pictures, which I will do later.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I got a lot of pictures. Like I said, there were a lot of good cosplays this year. So kudos to those who went this year. You guys were awesome.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that, like, at the Nerf War, there was, they have a melee round, because they always do that. And I got recognized by somebody from Cad's MAGFest vlog. And I'm like, wow, well, thanks for watching. I was so flattered, and she was so nice to me.
Dave said someone came up to him and asked for an autograph.
He says all the girls were flirting with him. He did a cosplay, like, every day, and when he did his Keyblade cosplay or something, he was like a...
Sora.
I don't even know what it was.
This is
play those games.
Valor Sora, excuse you. Valor Sora from Cards 2.
Alright, well, yeah, he said a lot of girls were flirting with him.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts cosplayers get a lot of attention from ladies.
Yep.
Georgia,
you go, Dave. You slut, you.
Georgia, it's great getting recognized, isn't it? It's great getting recognized, isn't it? Yeah, it's such a nice thing. Someone online recognized me from Welsh TV's video, and that was pretty cool. I was pretty happy about that.
No one gives a shit about.
Aww. We love you, Greer.
It's okay.
You're adorable.
It's alright.
And you're married Your
I
profile
recognize.
picture is hilarious.
Thanks.
All right,
Okay,
you guys
guys.
are cutting out, so I think we should get going.
Yeah, because my internet's
Yeah,
starting to
that's
shit
it.
itself, so.
Me
Okay.
too, probably because of the
Alright.
weather. So it was good. It was good catching up with all of you guys and telling you what happened. And I don't know. Joe says goodbye. I guess I think he's busy working out.
Joe's busy being man working out.
Yeah.
That is so bad.
Goodness helps.
All right, guys. Let me talk also. Lovely hearing about MAGFest.
Yep. We'll be back.
Yep, we will get you guys there someday.
We'll try to be back next week, I hope. Hope.